good evening and a happy Tuesday to you. I'm looking a bit disheveled. I'm literally just back in the door from doing the most amazing yoga class with my lovely friend Catherine this evening. I feel electric. I feel so good and it's good. So let's see who's on. Linda, hello beautiful, how are you doing? Sarah, my lovely, how are you? It's so nice to see you on here as well. My grandma's here. Hello. Vicky, good evening to you. So if you are here, if you're hanging out in the comments, give me a hello, or if you're just watching back on the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Trudy, exercise addiction. Honestly, tonight I do like my yoga, but tonight I went in so deep, like physically and emotionally, and it just felt amazing. It felt really, really good. I'm literally buzzing. I come back and I stood in the garden, I grounded my feet in the grass, and I just felt in the wind, and it felt good. I'm literally like, tingles everywhere. Kate, hello, my lovely. How are you doing this evening? Dawn, hello. How are you? So a few of you on already, which is absolutely lovely to see you. Becky, good evening to you, my lovely. So obviously I wasn't here last week. I was away. I went off to Weymouth with my family for the week, and it was my birthday. It was Imogen's birthday. So I'm now another year older. Ripe old age of 31, which, yeah, it's feeling quite good. It is feeling good. Obviously we're in Virgo at the minute. We've just last night was the Virgo new moon, and Virgo is like, it's very much like mine. I've got double Virgo in my chart, so I'm a Virgo sun and Virgo rising. So yeah, definitely in my element. Let me know how you're feeling. How's it going for you? Like, are you feeling any different, especially coming into September? September for me, it always feels like it's a fresh start, more so than like New Year. Actually, I always feel like Sarah, no way. Wow. Oh, goodness me. What? I did not know that. Well, here we are. I just look older. It's the bags and the wrinkles. No, I'm joking. So yeah, it's let me know how you're feeling at the minute. How has your beginning to September been? Have you started any new habits? Have you got back into doing anything? Is there anything that's working particularly well for you at the minute? It's a good time at the minute as well to get back into kind of routine or schedule, or becoming more organized, like setting yourself goals and targets and kind of flowing through them, and kind of anything that you move into at the minute will flow through. It will continue, which, yeah, now is a great time to be getting into things. Dawn, your birthday is next Wednesday. Well, happy birthday for next Wednesday. So tonight I've got coming up for you, I am going to be doing talk about color readings. So I did want to use my actual color cards, and I don't know where they've gone. Literally, I've looked high and low, obviously not everywhere because I would have found them by now, but high and low looking for them, and I cannot find them. So I'm going to do some color readings with the Crystal Spirit cards instead. So there we go. Becky, non-stop working, 4 kids. Oh, bless you. I can imagine. I can absolutely imagine. But make sure that you do take time for you to make a bit of space for yourself. Sam, my lovely, hello. Yes, it was absolutely fantastic. It was so nice to get away, to spend time just as a family without kind of work and whatnot, and just to be by the sea and just shutting off from kind of external life, which was really, really nice. Holly, hello, my lovely. I did. It was so, so good. Thank you. So yeah, thank you all for popping on. If you are there, if you're just kind of hanging out and you haven't said hello yet, do give me a hello. Steph, hello. Thank you so much. How are you doing? How's you and your mum? I hope everything is going well. So tonight, as I say, I will be doing some color talk at some point, and I'll be using the cards and just doing my usual chit chat. Really, I'm feeling pretty good tonight. I'm really, really feeling good. So I haven't got a plan as such. We'll see where it goes. I've just broken a nail, which it's never mind. There we go. So there you go, Sarah. I know I really, really want to see you, but I will be back again. So I'll be back at some point. So I will get to see you. Kate, I'm just reading yours. this week. Yay! Oh, amazing. You are very, very welcome. I'm so happy for you. Really, really happy to read that, and a nice new chapter coming up, which is amazing. So Holly, the color readings. So obviously I'm still doing a lot of what I do, but I'm moving more into working with color, working with Kat, my lovely. Hello, nice to see you on here. I haven't seen you on a live for ages. I know we spoke earlier, but it's nice to see you on live. So with the color, obviously the artist in me, for a long time, I've had my art business, I've had my this business, and they've kind of been playing each other off almost. And I'm collaborating, not the two businesses, but adding my art in more with the spiritual side, and using color to do readings, using color to help you navigate more, to understand you more, to welcome it in more. There's so much more to color than we realize. And obviously I could talk about color till the cows come home, really, really could, but we can use it in lots of different ways. And also, those of you, I don't know if any of you've seen, I know a few of you are already signed on, but next week on the 16th, I'm running a masterclass on using color to understand your zodiac signs. So if you're the type of person that's has not got a clue about their natal chart, or where the 5th house is and what the moon is and all this is going to help you understand that and use color, rather than trying to get your head around any confusing astro talk, or when you look at a natal chart, there's loads of lines and numbers and shapes and you're just like, eh. So this one's going to help you move into your sun, your rising, ascendant sign, and your moon sign, and use color within that. You're going to find out, through this, you'll get a little workbook and you'll work through it to create your own zodiac color report by the end of the session. So it's live 8:30 UK time next Thursday on the 16th, but you can get the replay access to it, and it's only £22 an introductory price. So next time I launch it, it will be 33. So I will put the link in. Actually, I've got a handy. I will put the link in now. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of people on that already. Really, really exciting, and I cannot wait to run it. It's so intriguing. So if you want to kind of get more of a handle on, there you go, there's a link there. If you want to get more of a handle on your signs, what they mean for you, but then what colors you are, and I'm going to be talking about those colors tonight, so you'll have a bit of a brief insight onto it. So it will tell you kind of what your color is for your sign, but then I use a lot of color theory. So good evening, Simon, how are you? So yeah, using color theory to help you navigating your way, kind of realizing, obviously, your sun, your moon, your rising, they kind of stand for, they govern, is the word I was looking for. They govern different aspects of ourselves. So using your color chart to figure out how you can either be more you, or kind of do what you want to do more of, or flip the switch and whatnot. And I suppose finding method in the madness to a point by using color, rather than just looking at a natal chart and thinking, what the hell is this? So that is, yeah, that's the link right there. You can click that in the comments. £22. You can catch the replay. You get a workbook, or obviously you can join live if you want to, but you get continued lifetime access to that replay. It's not like it'll be up for a couple of days and it's gone. You can dip in and out of it as much as you want. And it's not something that will change either, because it's based on your birth, time, place, date. So that will never change. So once you've got your color report, that will be there forever. You've got that, and you can refer back to it as and when. So really, really special. I've got, I believe, 10 people signed up already, which is amazing. So that is next Thursday. I am going to be closing signups in the next sort of few days towards the end of the week. So if you do want in on that one, do click the link there and click on get yourself signed up, save yourself a seat. So that's that. I will talk more about that in a bit, but yeah, just to kind of put that out there. So just looking on the comments, tomorrow evening, yes, amazing. Right, Pat, not so your rising sign. So anyone that signed up to the masterclass already, you will have got an email today, and that's got a link in there for you to find your signs, because you'll you'll need to know all 3 signs for doing the masterclass. You'll need to know your sun, your rising, and your moon. Otherwise, you're only going to get part of it. Holly, amazing. You honestly, you will absolutely love it. You really, really will. So lots of ladies saying you're excited for tomorrow. So, eek. So tomorrow, if you don't know, tomorrow is the start of my Soul Hearted 3-month program, which is really, really exciting. It's a 3-month soul discovery, creative soul discovery program. So I'm not selling it to you because it's closed. Like, we start tomorrow, unless someone's like sneakily wants to get in on it and join me for the 3 months, then you're welcome to, but I'm not selling it as such. But that will take us up to Christmas time. And I'm so excited to move into this. So tomorrow will be our first session, and we'll be moving into finding our flow, really getting into that juiciness to find our flow and unleash that creativity to get us ready to really kind of set us up for the 3 months ahead. So I'm really, really looking forward to running that. And I've got some incredible, incredible ladies on that program with me, which I'm just, yay. Sam wants in, just need to get the night off. Yes, you will, Sam. It is right up your street. And also anyone who is a Soul Circle member, you will get your discount on the masterclass as well. So if you actually, your Soul Circle September emails went out yesterday. So if you look in that, double check your inbox, and you will have the link in there for the masterclass and whatnot. So any Soul Circle ladies, you should have that in your inbox. Sarah would have been 16th. Oh, bless you. Yeah, you do what you got to do. If you want to catch the replay, though, you're more than welcome to hop onto that. Holly, always love the Zodiac stuff. Yeah, so this is the first of a few masterclasses of that kind that I'm going to do, like combining the color wheel and the Zodiac, because it's something that I really, really enjoy doing. I feel really strongly about kind of putting it out there and helping people like kind of navigate things and figure out more about themselves, or kind of gain more confidence and move into what they want to do through using the color. So it's all really, really exciting. So I am going to bring up, actually, I'm going to bring up the color wheel because I want to show you exactly what you are in your Zodiac. So let's have a looky look. Okay, I'm going to bring that up there. Okay, let's do a screen share, and then you can see. So you might be quite surprised at what your color is. And also, this isn't based on birthstones. So birthstones are actually not necessarily a real spiritual thing. So it was something that was made up. There you go, go to that one. Click on there. Oh, okay. That didn't work like I wanted it to. Right, hang on. Right, there we go. That'll have to do. That will have to do. Right, I'm going to make. There we go. There's me. So yeah, birthstones was something that was put together by an American jeweler company back in the 1920s. So that's more of a commercialized thing. So this wheel here that I'm using, so this is based on the Great Wheel of Life, or the Color Wheel of Life, and it's strongly based around the Buddhist Great Wheel of Life. And then it was adapted by Paul J. Mayer in the 60s, and then obviously Isaac Newton's color wheel, as we know it, was been added in to combine. So the color wheel of life actually moves through the seasons. It works in an anti-clockwise direction, as opposed to, obviously, a lot of people would use a clockwise. But when you look at this, so obviously if you're using it in an astrology point of view, the perspective and angle that you look at it from would be completely different, and that's why it's kind of, it moves in a different way. So as you can see there, I'm just going to make it bigger because of the flames. So you've got, you've got Sagittarius at the top. I know we'd always start like with your Aries, but if we go from the top, Sagittarius, and so you've got Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius is your winter. Then you've got Pisces, Aries, Taurus is your spring. Gemini, Cancer, Leo is your summer. And then Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio is your autumn or fall. So there you go. Pat, your birthstones, aquamarine. Sometimes they do match. They do add up. Holly, thought yours was going to be blue. You're pale orange. Holly, when's your birthday? So Trudy, yep, you're a Taurus. Steph, yeah, you're green. So yeah, see how that feels for you. How's that kind of, can you resonate with that? And interestingly, if it's a hard yes, then it means that you are quite aligned in with your colouring. But if you're feeling quite kind of, if you've got a bit of an aversion to it, then that means there's work to be done there. Sarah, yes, coral, bang on. So you've got the names that I would give them is oh, Joanne, good evening to you, my lovely. I did have a good holiday. Thank you so much for asking. I hope you're well as well, my lovely. So if I go for the cut, so Sagittarius I would call fuchsia, Capricorn is violet, Aquarius is indigo, Pisces is blue, Aries is teal, Taurus is green, Gemini is lime green, Cancer is yellow, Leo is sunshine yellow, Virgo is orange, which is no surprise, Libra is coral, and Scorpio is red. So there you go. Holly, coral just says better than your description of pale orange. Yes. Yeah, well, the thing is, we all perceive colour in different ways as well. I'll get into that in a sec as well. Trudy, green's your favourite colour, colour of nature. Yes, absolutely. Pat, your engagement ring was aquamarine and diamond. Oh, there you go. Nice. Sounds lovely. Steph, you're Taurus and kind of feel it fits. Yeah. Sam's definitely an earth kind of girl. Yeah. Amy, hello. How are you? I hope you're well, my lovely. Vicky, your accounts have been very drawn to yellows, but more of a mustard yellow. Yes. So, depending, Vicky, whenabouts does your is your birthday? Are you a late Cancer? Because that could be why. But also, so when you're using color theory, so for example, so your color as a Cancer is yellow. But when you use color theory, your harmonious colors, the colors that are adjacent and right next to yours, that's the colors where you feel in your comfort zone, where you feel like you can like kind of be in your own, and especially like people that are of those colors as well. So your Geminis and your Leos, you'll probably find that you kind of you bond quite well with them. You feel comfortable around these kind of people. So that could be why you're feeling into that mustardy yellow color, because it is one of your harmonious colors there. So Amy, you're a Libra, so you'll be a coral there. So your harmonious colors will be orange and red. So you'll probably feel more in your comfort zone with the Virgos and the Scorpios. There you go, Michelle, like pink. So pink is, depending on kind of where you're at with pink, pink can either be a tint of the red, or depending if you're feeling fuchsia or into the Libra, kind of the coral color. So it depends where you're sitting on that one. But yeah, the fuchsia for the Sagittarius is a really special color actually. So just reading through your comments. Vicky, you're June. You're June. Yeah. So you're quite an early Cancer then. Oh, interesting. Well, it is one of your harmonious ones, so that would make sense. Christine, yours is blue, 19th of March. So for you being a Pisces, so teal and indigo will be your harmonious colors. They're going to make you feel like really in your comfort zone, really at ease. Let's have a look. Trudy, I've always avoided red. So that's interesting. Okay, so this brings me on to so Trudy is Taurus, she's a green. And she's always avoided red. But funnily enough, so if you look on the color wheel, directly opposite is red, is Scorpio. And when you're on the color wheel, the opposites are called complementary colors. And combined together, these are high impact combinations. They create a high impact, a contrast, and the reds and the greens, or your complementary colors, wherever you're at on the color wheel. If we're talking people, relationships, friendships, people that are around you, these will either, like, you'll be you yin and yang and you'll bond really, really well, or you'll be chalk and cheese and you'll just be a hell no. So it's interesting. But what you can do when you're using your complementary colors is that you can bring in one. So it's interesting, Trudy, you find it an angry color. So obviously green is very grounded. Obviously it's the color of the earth, very grounded and whatnot. I'm going to make me bigger so you can see me. Whereas the red is it's a very dynamic color. Red has got the lowest frequency and the highest wavelength on the color spectrum, which means that we're very, very alert to red, and red is a hyperstimulant, so it can make us feel either very agitated, too much like bright red. Deep reds and pinks do have a different effect on us, but that real bright red can give us that agitation, because the way our brain receives it and the receptors and whatnot, it can make you feel, yeah, it can make you feel angry, agitated. And equally, so with that red and being in that Scorpio energy, very fiery energy, very much a lot of leaping without thinking into things sometimes. And there's an element of that danger awareness. Sometimes they can be very much quite clumsy, not much danger awareness, and other times they can be almost too careful. It's kind of like there's not much in between, it's one or the other. So with that complementary color, because you've got that aversion to the red, it's maybe saying to kind of, because red's not necessarily a bad color, I think it may be something to like step up your energy and whatnot to really bring in. But red is really, really good. Obviously, it's the color of the root chakra down in the base. It can be good for your circulation, the lower back, the pelvis and whatnot. So it's kind of, it's interesting that you've got an aversion to it. Some people like love red. Some people, like I say, it's that hyperstimulant that makes them really kind of ick. But being a green, because that is opposite, that will have that impact, like a stronger impact on you. Just having a look. Your inner she t-shirts the same color as Sagittarius. Yes. So interestingly, Pat, so the fuchsia Sagittarius is one of your triadic colors. Let's have a look. Holly, always love red, makes you a bit more sense. Like, yes. So there you go. See, it depends. It's like I say, it can be the yin and yang or the chalk and cheese. So there you have it. Red is a love color. Yeah. So red is very, very passionate. People that are a red, lots of passion there. They will stand up for what they believe in. They will like to get the last word in. But they're very kind of, they can be hot-headed, but they've got such a deep passion. They thrive in companionship, and they really crave that love and relationships, but there's more, like, it's a fieriness within them. So there you go. Harpreet, thank you so much. I really, really did indeed. And thank you for asking. It's so lovely to see you on here as well. Trudy, you often get brown for your root chakra. So yeah, well, it's a really earthy color, and when you mix the red and the green together, you do get that brown. So I suppose that would combine, that gives you that real earthy color there as well, because you've got the green of the earth and then the red of the root chakra. That, yeah, but also brown can be a slight kind of variation of the red, depending what tone it is. Like red at Christmas time. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? So like looking at the color wheel here as well, when you're looking at kind of seasons and you're putting it with like fashion, interior design and whatnot, as you move through the year and through the seasons, you might find that you're more partial to some colors at this point in time than others. So in June, it would be very seldom do I wear something red. Whereas in kind of November, December time, I'm all about the red, the deep colors and whatnot. Whereas in the summer, you want to be more vibrant. Just looking there. Gail, you're February the 15th. So you would be are you Pisces? No. Yes, hang on. Let me double check. You're either Aquarius or Pisces. Unlike red in the autumn, winter, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Red is definitely like a thing is as well. So red as a color, if you've got like cold feet or you're feeling chilly, to actually put red around your body or to put like red socks on or whatever, that will physically warm you up. So obviously you don't really want to be wearing a lot of red in the summer when it's already hot anyway, but in the winter, like absolutely, yeah, like 100%. So just looking, Gail, February the 15th, you are you are an Aquarius. Okay, so you are an indigo. So indigo, then your complementary color is Leo, that sunshine yellow. So yeah, dark green. Yes. Oh, I love a dark green in the winter. I quite often wear either reds or like my dark green like tartan with like my color, like dark green tights and whatnot. Love it. Really, really love it. Good to know that you're very welcome. Claire, good evening to you, my lovely. How are you doing? Gail, your husband is a Leo. So yeah, interestingly, so you'll find where you sit on the color wheel, quite often your complementary color, your opposite. Where I said you can have that yin and yang effect or the chalk and cheese, quite a lot of people will find that their partners are the opposites or the harmonious colors. A lot of them are the complementary, the opposites. But funnily enough, a lot of people that you fall out with the most can also be your complementary as well. So the people that kind of can either bring you out of your comfort zone or can awaken, like can create that contrast within. And like I say, the yin and the yang, there's maybe not lots in common, but you fit together well. But also with people that can really trigger you when you've got a complementary color, when we're talking people, that there is that triggeringness. And it's kind of some people that you rub each other up the wrong way because you bring out that side of each other that you don't want to face. So it just kind of depends where you're at with that one. But with your harmonious colors, the ones that are right next to you, like that's like your tribe. This is where you can chill out, you can be open, you can be honest. These are your people. So better in your, oh, thank you so much. You'll make me blush. So green's your favorite color. There you go. So with that, so green is, I'm just looking at, so funny enough, as an Aquarius, there is not actually, like when we're looking at complementary, harmonious and triadic, there is not any green in your, well, saying that, I lie. You've got lime green is in your chart. But apart from that, no, your triadics are, so obviously you've got your indigo Aquarius and you've got your coral for Libra and then your lime green for Gemini. So there you go. So triadic is something that's kind of, when you work with color theory, it's something that's more advanced. So I don't know if they even teach triadic in secondary schools. Sam, we've got to jump off. That's all right, my lovely. Yes. Sign up. Also, Sam, there is the masterclass if you want on that. But also, I know you were interested in the Soul Hearted, the 3-month thing. That starts tomorrow. Pop me a message if you do want in, and I'll sort you out for that with your soul circle whatnots. But have a good night's sleep, and I will catch you super soon. Lots of love. Sarah, wear a lot of turquoise and khaki olive green. Ooh, there we go. Sound interested in it all? Okay, well, pop me a message and I'll send you the links and whatnot, and we'll get you sorted out. We'll get you on ready in time for tomorrow. So, oh, goodness me, I've got like an itchy nose. So yeah, it's really, really interesting. Like when I say to people about color, that there's a lot there that people don't realize. And obviously talking about the triadic colors. So as I was saying, I don't know if they do teach it in secondary school. We definitely learn it in college. But so the triadic ones are like literally in that triangle state. So for example, if we're using Scorpio, that red, the triadics there would be Pisces, and so Pisces blue and your Cancer yellow, which they are obviously the 3 primary colors. So it's almost like you can either look at it like a fan and you start from 1 and you kind of move all 3 around, or you count 1 and then you have 3 between, and then that's 1, and then you have 3 between, and then that's 1. So your triadic colors are basically colors that probably shouldn't go together, but really, really do. And you'll find them a lot in fashion, in interior design, and also a lot in movies, depending if it's quite a dynamic kind of theme to the movie, like Mary Poppins, the new one I watched, and I noticed there's quite a lot of triadic colors in there because it wants it to pop, it wants it to have that dynamic feeling. So your triadic colors are kind of like a crazy combination, but they work. And to use your triadic colors, so say for example, if you're a Scorpio, if you're bringing in the the blue and the yellow combined with the red, then that's going to kind of create a sense of not necessarily harmony, but like method to the madness. It's going to kind of make sense of chaos. It's not going to fix it for you, but it's going to kind of be like, yeah, okay, like this is a bit crazy, but I've got a handle on it. So with them, when you're talking people, with your triadic colors, these are probably the people that if you went on a random night out with these, you would probably have the best time, because you're such a kind of almost like a bit of a motley crew brought together, and it works even though it shouldn't. It really, really does, and it creates such an amazing pop and burst of energy. And when things are a bit crazy, a bit kind of this can help you kind of get a handle on it and just kind of find that clarity in the chaos and that method to the madness. So just looking here, like green in nature but not in your home. Had for ages. Yeah, so the wall, I don't know if you can tell, that wall behind me, that is like an olive colour. I'm quite a fan of like the olive and sage colours of green. I don't know how I feel. I don't mind bright green. It just depends what mood I'm in. But bright green for me is one of my triadic colours as well. So that's probably why it depends what mood I'm in. Let's have a look. Joanne's not that keen on green. Yeah, it's interesting actually, because green is the colour of the earth. It's the colour of balance. It is the colour that kind of brings you to that centre. And a lot of the times where we're kind of all systems go, maybe when that green's coming in, it can create that aversion there, because you want to be on the go all the time. You want to be busy, and it's kind of hard to settle down and to just find that time. Whereas the green is enticing you to slow down, to find that balance. But it's kind of like, 100 miles an hour. So that could be exactly why. So there you go. Granny didn't like green. She was superstitious about it. See, sometimes, yeah. So green isn't always positive. Obviously, the saying "green with envy." I can't speak. Green with envy. So people who are green, a Taurus or even a lime green, also Aries has that hint of green in there as well. You might find that you do have that kind of green-eyed monster now and again, and a hint of jealousy, or just kind of feeling of comparison and wanting more. So there you go, Trudy. Maybe that's why you're so laid back. Yeah, probably. So Kirsten, hello, my lovely. It's so nice to see you on here. Green's your favorite. Your bedroom's yes. Oh, that sounds gorgeous. That sounds absolutely gorgeous. That's kind of the plan I've got for in here when I sort all my crap out, is to have the green and to have like some like draped plants and stuff. And yeah, really, really good. So just looking on here, blue and green should never be seen. Yeah, that's the same. So funny enough, actually, blue and green they don't bond on the color wheel at all. They're not complementary, they're not harmonious, they're not triadic. Blue and teal you can get away with, but yeah, blue and green, yeah, there's not a lot going on between them. So just looking there, cat green, such a jealous person. There you go. Yeah, but then also we are complementary. That can bring in, like, that complementary red can bring in that fiery side of you as well. So there you go. Amy, what does the color coral mean for Libra? So coral is it's actually quite a nice color, because it sits between orange Virgo and red Scorpio. So you kind of get the best of both. So Virgo, that orange, is a very dynamic color. It's very creative, very sensual. And then the Scorpio can be quite fiery, thrives in that relationship sense, and also is can be quite passionate. So as a Libra, you're probably not necessarily sexual, but very sensual, passionate in your way of thinking, in your way of doing things. If you've got something that you want to do, like you will set out to do it. But also coral is it can be a really, really gentle color, a really lovely color, and it brings about a nice sense of balance, because it's almost that tint of pink, where you've added in that white, and it brings almost a sense of not necessarily innocence, but it's, what's the word I'm looking for? You can it's almost youthful in a sense as well. So there you go. Holly, I think that's so true. Kat, you're only happy when your hair is red. There you go. Tell the bluebells that. Well, good point. Yeah, good point. Coral reminds me of long white sandy beaches. Coral's young to me. Yeah, so coral, any kind of pastel kind of colors, they do bring about a sense of innocence, whereas when you begin to darken colors, that brings in that maturity, that sort of decadence, that opulence. You're true Libra, the 3rd. Ah, there you go. So, aha. The 3rd of October. Oh, that is okay. Can definitely resonate with that. I think you only just got Libra being born on the 29th of September. Ah, that's the same date as my dad. So Libra is that goes from the 24th of September. So you made it by like sort of 5 days. So you're definitely in there. So Kirsten, amazing. So you're the 25th. So you literally like made it by a day into Libra. Pat's youngest is a Libra on the 22nd of October. Amazing. So obviously we're in Virgo at the minute, and that will transition on the 24th. So the 23rd of September is our last Virgo day, and then we'll transition into Libra. Most plants have green stems and leaves, so any color should go with green. Can't argue in nature. This is true. This is very, very true. However, so bluebells, interestingly, I'm gonna argue my case a little bit. I know there is lots of lovely blue flowers, but a lot of them are very rarely blue. A lot of them are kind of that indigo color, so they've got that hint of, especially like a bluebell or the lavender, it's got that hint of indigo rather than a bright blue. Try to think blue. Yeah, is there blue flowers? I'm gonna Google it right now. There must be. There's got to be. Yeah, cornflowers. Forget-me-nots. Okay. Hydrangea. See, however, when you say blue flower, it does bring up some of them that have got that purple tint. But yes, there is some that are perfect blue. So there you go. I shall eat my words. Yeah, a hint of violet in them. Yeah, but no, there is some, and there you go. But you don't see them that often. So there we go. But yeah, there's a lot could be said for the color wheel. I'm not going to go more into it because then you're going to end up having like a color masterclass, and that's something else that I've got. So but if you want to know more about kind of your color chart, and not just your sun sign though, but your moon and your rising, obviously there is that that masterclass. I'll pop the link in again. That's next. Oh, hang on. That is next Thursday. And what's happened here? Oh, I don't know what's going on here. I just had a okay. That's fine. No, I had a ping come through. So just where was I at? Yeah, so this code, where's it gone? There we go. That's it there. So that's the link for the masterclass. So obviously I've just talked about your sun signs at the minute, but going into what your sun sign means for you and what your color chart is there, and your moon and your rising. So it will give you a whole kind of, you'll have a color report that you can keep for life, that you'll kind of create with me as we move through the session, and you can join that live or on the replay. So it's only £22 for it. It will be 33 next time, because obviously it's the first time I'm putting it out there. Not that it means it's any less good. It's still shit hot. You get a workbook with it. Obviously you can create it all. So there you go. It's really, really good. I'm really looking forward to doing it. I've got a lot of people signed on already. So, and I haven't capped how many people can join either, because it's not one that's like limited space. Like anyone can join, because obviously you're moving through your workbook yourself, and even if you can't print it, you can still kind of look through it and work onto paper in a notebook. And girl, loads of woods in your Welsh Valley. Oh, I bet it's absolutely gorgeous there. You can change the color of hydrangea depending on the soil. Pink's blue. Oh, I didn't know that. Very interesting. You got the vet out for when you see. Oh, bless. Oh no. Yeah, I bet that was not good. That's what you're told. Stay blue and purple. That's special. Oh, very interesting. So yeah, I'm very new to gardening. I've got lots of lovely plants in the garden, but yeah. I can't take full credit for that. Mark's mum has really, really helped. Holly's just booked the masterclass. Amazing. Yay. Oh, I can't wait to, obviously I know you won't be able to join it live, but I can't wait to hear how you get on with it. You'll really, really love it. I'm so excited to be running it, and Obviously, those of you that do join live will have the option to ask any questions that you do have. But anyone that can't join live and is joining on the replay, hopefully any questions asked will be ones that you had on your mind anyway. So yeah, worth a look in, definitely. So let's do some individual color ones, shall we? So what I'm going to need, if you would like a color reading for yourself, I'm going to pull from the Crystal Spirits cards, see what colors come up here in conjunction with your colors. So if you're asking for a card, please do pop down what your sun sign is as well. When I say sun sign, like star sign, sun sign, same thing. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, Holly, you're coming up first. Okay, so let's go for you. Okay. Oh, really excited. Oh, can't wait for the masterclass. It's like, eek. Right, okay, Holly, Libra. Okay. Right, so I'll look at, obviously, the color wheel, your colors in conjunction with what I pulled out. Okay, interestingly, we've pulled carnelian for you. And carnelian, that red, depending on the kind of how you look at it, red or orange, either way, but that Libra sits between those two colors. So this is one of your harmonious colors. So the feeling that I'm getting from this, and especially with the carnelian, that's very much like your root chakra. I feel like things for you stability wise, home life, work life as well, and I suppose anything kind of financially that impacts your stability is coming into a sense of comfort. There's almost a sense of balance coming in here. And I feel like any transitions that were coming up should either kind of been settling now, or you've moved into them already. So I'm feeling like quite good at looking at this for you. But also, like, this is where you're at in the point where you're very much comfortable. Things are feeling good. What's a root chakra? Okay, so through the body, you have lots of chakras in the body, the energy points, but we work like kind of when we're generally talking about chakras, you work with the 7 main ones, and they move through the spine. Oh, look, I've got something on my face. They kind of go up the spine. So the root chakra is at the base of the spine, kind of underneath your bum. Then where your womb area is your, obviously if you're a woman watching, is your sacral chakra, that's orange. Then your solar plexus is in the stomach, that's yellow. Then you've got your heart, which obviously center of the chest is green. Your throat is blue. Your third eye is either indigo or purple, and your crown is either white or violet. So, and they kind of govern different things physically and emotionally within the body. So physically, the root chakra can do things like the hips, kind of, not so much the pelvis, I suppose that's more the sacral, but the lower limbs, the legs, the lower back, your circulation can be governed, and the root chakra can do some work with those. But sort of mentally and emotionally with the root chakra, it's all to do with stability and kind of like that self-sufficiency mode and like security. So definitely feel into that, but I'm definitely picking up a sense of comfort. And if you're feeling not quite in a comfortable zone at the minute, you can, you'll probably find that whatever's going on around you will subside, and you are moving into a space of being able to feel more comfortable. So hopefully that gives you a bit of a yay. That sounds very true. Finally found a balance, everything looking positive, turns in close to months. Oh yay, that's good. I'm so happy to hear that. Amazing. So let's have a look. Okay, so Claire, Aquarius. I'm not going to go in order because I won't be able to do everyone, but I'll literally just pick. I'll just click on what I can. Joanne, yeah, it really is. And I think people don't give colour enough credit. So I am here to bring colour to the masses in spiritual form. Okay, Claire, let's have a look. So Aquarius, you are indigo. And the one I've pulled for you. Okay, so you've got fluorite, which fluorite has got that touch of that tealy colour, but also with that purple in there. So what I'm getting here for you is, funny enough, so teal isn't in your chart, but the green, if you're going more towards the green, that is one of your triadic colors. But then you've got the violet in your Capricorn, which is a harmonious one. So I'm feeling like this is kind of where I mentioned about the triadics bringing method to the madness, yes, fluorite is a lovely sort. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Where I'm talking about kind of bringing that method to the madness with the triadic colors, I feel like there's a comfort in everything going on. It's kind of like you enjoy keeping busy, that spontaneity, that kind of essence of fun. And if you're at a point where you're not feeling like that fun and that spontaneousness coming in, maybe this is a hint to say kind of find your fun side, move into it, and kind of open yourself up to it, because I feel like you'll find more comfort in doing things that are slightly different, that are either kind of out of your comfort zone or that bring about that sense of real fun, joy, and almost like that childlike feeling, that really kind of, not, I don't want to say innocence, but that playfulness. Not at the moment. Okay, so this is kind of inviting you in to really step into bringing about that sense of fun. Be very okay. Right, this makes sense, because I feel like with the purpley kind of tone there, you are very much kind of stuck in your comfort zone. But this is saying to you that, especially when you look at that green's the color of balance. It's the color of kind of easing things, and I suppose in a sense not necessarily rebirth, but growth as well. I feel like there is growth there for you, but it's going to take for you to step out of your comfort zone, to do something that you usually wouldn't do, but you will actually really love it. You'll really, really enjoy it. So that is for you, my lovely. Trudy, when you were first introduced to meditating, your teacher used to say the root was through your feet. Now get a good connection. That's your perineum, and that was like someone flipped the switch. Yeah, so you can ground down through your feet or through your root, but when you're looking at like the actual chakras, like the base chakra does sit like where you say, like under your butt. So that's where it's at. Okay, I'm gonna have a right, Gail, I've just done a scroll and I've stopped at you. Okay, so let's have a look. Aquarius again. So you are that indigo color. Let's have a look and see what we've got going on here. Okay, right. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, watermelon tourmaline has come up here for you. So looking at this one, you've got that mix of the fuchsia and you've got the green there as well. So interestingly, so the green is one of your triadic colors, but the fuchsia, the Sagittarius one, is not. And this is picking up a bit of indifference here for you, actually. I feel like you'll find more balance in indifference, rather than focusing too much on what other people are saying or doing, or what they're kind of putting out towards you. It's a case of stepping back from that and not hiding yourself away, but just stepping back and turning yourself in another direction. Really kind of, because there's a lot of kind of, it's very dynamic, really, really lovely colors here. And I just feel like for you, like looking at what your sign is and your color combined with these colors, I do feel like you will feel like you need to find that kind of balance and harmony. So when we look at fuchsia, or more so like magenta, that's like the color of the divine. It's a like a universal color. It's really, really special. So I feel like for you, it's like finding that harmony and that balance, especially with that green coming in. But as I say, that indifference and not letting other people affect you and just kind of doing your own thing. There you go. 2 favorite colors. Kept myself to myself lately. Yeah, and that's a good way to do it. But also make sure that you are getting that kind of social fix. But because this is bringing in one of your triadic colors, maybe going for someone who is a bit more dynamic and isn't like a negative Nelly kind of person, that is going to kind of bring you out of your shell, maybe support you in trying out new things and going for that. Because I feel like as well, looking at this this fuchsia color for you, there's that a sense of harmony comes from, I feel like, playfulness and fun and enjoying yourself, but really embracing almost your spiritual side coming through there as well. So I feel like there are people and opportunities coming up for you that will really feed that spiritual side of you, but will also unleash what needs to come out in you as well, kind of finding that power within. So that is for you, lovely. Claire, you're very, very welcome. Okay, let's have a look. Right, Kate, I've landed on you. I'm literally scrolling and stopping and seeing who I land on. So Kate's Taurus, so you're a green, and the card I've pulled for you, Aquamarine. Okay, so this one sits in with the Aries. This is your teal kind of color. Gail, you're very, very welcome. So with this has given me like a state of kind of harmony. Obviously, you put in the comments about everything's coming together, and this really flows with that. It just gives that sense of that harmony coming in. Things are feeling good. You're feeling relaxed, and especially with that green tones, things are coming into balance because that color, that teal there, is a combination of the green and the blue. So blue is very much calm, it's cleansing. So it's like that fresh start. You're coming back into balance. You're kind of finding your footing again, which everything is looking really, really good there for you. And I think like you are just doing amazingly. But also because you're a Taurus, it's kind of like you're in your element. You're really, really into your element, and it's things are looking good. They are looking really, really good. So I don't think I can really elaborate more on that, but yeah, that looks really, really good. The only other thing I would say, actually, tune into the throat chakra there with that hint of blue and that heart chakra with the green, is I would say make sure that you're communicating from the heart. You're speaking things that you're truly passionate in, that you believe in, and you're not just saying and doing things just to keep other people happy. Okay, so there you go, my lovely. Right, Sonia, I'm going to need to know what your sun sign is, my lovely. So I'm doing color readings tonight, which is probably not like any other color readings that any of you have ever seen before, because I don't know anyone that uses the system that I do. Not because I made it up, because I didn't make it up. It's kind of like it's been channeled, and it's become a system that I use personally, that because there's lots of factors that other people use that I've combined together, it works. So you probably won't find anyone doing readings like this. Even if they're doing color readings, they won't be these kind of color readings. Holly, never seen it before. Yeah, it's really, really different, and it's special. It really, really is. So, and I you all know I like to be quite unique. Dawn, bless you. Yeah, early night for an early start, but it was so lovely to have you on again, and so nice to see you on. So I will catch you next time. Okay. So let's have a look. Let's have a scroll. Okay, Vicky, I'm going to come to you, my lovely. So you are a Cancer, so you are a yellow. Okay, let's have a look and see what card comes out. So, I feel like one of them people on the news, you know, when they've got that little like thing there and it brings up the pictures. I think that's very old fashioned now, though. They don't really do that anymore, do they? Okay, so Vicky, for you. Oh, wow. Okay, lots of wow. You've got Lemurian quartz coming through. Vicky, I'm sure you know all about Lemuria and whatnot. But color-wise, there's a hint of lilac, but there's also like blue and teal and well, very intuitive colors coming in. But I don't know if you can see on there. There's keys and locks. I feel like you are deepening into your intuition right now and unlocking higher knowledge, higher wisdom. But funnily enough, so as a Cancer, your yellow isn't really in this card, but to look at kind of that purple and blue kind of colors. So as a Cancer, Capricorn and that violet is your complementary color, creating that contrast. So I think this is sort of asking you to step out of your comfort zone more, because it will create that impact. But also because I've pulled this card for you, I do feel like there is some starseed work to be done. I don't know if you know much about starseeds already, but definitely look into starseeds, look into the Lemurian energy and see how that feels for you. But definitely a higher spiritual calling. You've got a lot going on. Few of you haven't heard of Lemurian quartz, so I've never actually seen it, but I know about Lemuria and kind of what's going on with that. Is a lot of people might not know much about it because that's kind of like the starseed thing there. Vicky, yes, absolutely. Yeah, look into it. I think you'd be quite surprised, but there's a lot of higher wisdom there for you. Definitely kind of tuning into the third eye and the crown chakras for you as well, and tune in. There is more to be unlocked. You will be surprised. So Kate, that's what oh good. I'm so glad. You're very, very welcome. So there we go. Okay, Joanne's loving it. Amazing. Amazing. Gail's liking these colours. Okay, let's have, oh, I've got a rumbly tumbly. Okay, let's have right, I'll just write Sonia, Cancer. There you go. Okay, so also Sonia, you're Cancer, so that means you're yellow. So to look at these, let's see what comes out. Vicky, you're very, very welcome, my lovely, as always. Okay, so ooh, okay, rose quartz. So we're moving into that pink energy. So we're either going to go into that Sagittarius or that Libra there. So for you, just trying to think, looking at your colors. No, none of them are in your chart. Just double checking. So you've got violet, but that's not quite right. No. Okay, so you've got no pink in your chart at all. So this again can bring a sense of indifference. But rose quartz, that tuning in with the heart chakra there, and I feel like kind of there's a bit of indifference there. I don't know if you've got anything going on to do with either your love life or anything kind of coming into that heart, kind of any anxiety, anything like forgiveness, compassion, whatnot, all the things that the heart chakra is associated with there. But I do feel that indifference coming in, which I feel like for you that you need to believe not in yourself more, but believe in kind of opportunities around you, believe that things can happen, because it feels like you've kind of taken a step back, almost a sense of giving up I'm getting here. But with that rose quartz, like maybe inviting in some more pink into your life and using that to your advantage, either wearing it or kind of eating, drinking pink foods, or just being around pink, like pink blankets or anything like that, can really, really help, because I feel like you do need that kind of that step up with a bit of self-love as well, but just kind of awakening yourself to what is around you rather than just kind of giving up before you've even started, so to speak. But there's a lot of opportunity there. I think for you, you just need to really kind of, I wouldn't even say put yourself out there. I think it's just a case of believing that you can put yourself out there and seeing where that takes you. So that is for you, my lovely. Let's see, spot on, fabulous. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, let's have a look. Let's do a couple more. Dun, dun, dun. Let's have a right. If I haven't done you yet, comment below with your sign if I haven't done you yet, and I'll see if there's any more. I'll probably only do 2 more. I'm not sitting on too late tonight either, because obviously school nights again. I'm still getting back into like the routine of it all. So Sonia, you're very, very welcome. But obviously, if you do want to learn more about your color chart and what's going on with you with your moon, sun, and rising, then you can book onto that color masterclass, which is really, really exciting. I'm loving it, really loving it. Okay, so right, Sarah, I'm going to come to you, my lovely. Okay, so Libra, let's have a look. Okay, oh, Smithstone. Okay, so you've got a combination of teal and gold there. So Libra for you, teal, yes, so teal is your complementary color, but the gold kind of look into that yellowy tones. No, they're not in your chart. So what I'm seeing here is kind of finding a contrast, but actually I feel like when we're talking about indifference in this sense, because that gold with that abundance, I feel like you're kind of been forced to switch things up, maybe where your finances are concerned. But looking at this one, I feel like there's either a disbelief or what's the word? Disbelief, or kind of a what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Is if you don't want to go into it, you don't want to do it, but something coming up to do with your finances is kind of bringing up either a shift, or it's kind of pushing you out of your comfort zone a bit. So maybe it's to do either finances, perhaps work, but I do feel like it's not necessarily a bad thing. I feel like, again, similarly, you need to have that belief that you can do it, that you can have it coming in, because it's definitely there for you. I just feel like you need to come out of your comfort zone first before these opportunities can really bloom for you. So hopefully that makes sense, and you can take that. That gives you a bit of financial guidance there. So let's have a look. Alexandria, let's come to you. Okay, Taurus, so you are a green. Let's have a look. Okay, oh, that one wants to come out. Right. Oh, watermelon tourmaline has made an appearance again. Okay, so there you go. So that one has got your green in it, but it's also got the fuchsia from the Sagittarius. So this is given in not necessarily a complementary color, but it's a bit off to the side. So what I see here is like kind of in finding balance. It's not necessarily about creating impact, creating change as such. I feel like things are just to be tweaked ever so slightly, because I feel like if you try to make too much of a change and kind of flipping the switch too much, you're going to end up either down a route that you don't really want to be down, or the results aren't going to be what you expect. So anything that you're hoping to shift at the minute, do kind of reassess how you can tweak them but not completely change them, because I feel like everything that you've got going on at the minute it's all right. Obviously we have stages where we think things could be better, but I feel like in this instance they can be better, but they don't need to be different. So kind of feeling into that one, obviously with that green, finding your balance and finding where you feel at ease as well, like quite harmonious, but finding a passion there as well. So maybe this is calling you into maybe starting up a hobby or moving into something that you enjoy, that's going to help you find that balance and help you feel grounded, especially when there's things that are going on that are a bit kind of 100 miles an hour. Finding something that is going to bring you back to you and back into that state, but probably something that you have either done before or has already been on your mind. Don't kind of go out there thinking, well, I'm going to try this because it's completely different. So hopefully that gives you a bit of insight and guidance there. I've just seen we've got Leslie on with us as well. Good evening, my lovely. How are you doing? It is so lovely to see you on here. So those of you that don't know, Leslie is my lovely crystal lady. So anyone that's ordered from the shop, if you've ordered the crystal bags or you've ordered the sprays and lots and lots of lovely bits, the jewelry and the pendants and the bracelets, they all come direct from Leslie. So Leslie's absolutely fantastic. Talking to the sprays, so I sprayed this on me. That's the amethyst one, that's the crown chakra one. It's lavender, it's absolutely gorgeous. I sprayed it on me before I went to yoga tonight, and actually like I could smell it, and it was there, and it really helped me deepen into my poses and whatnot. So if you are a regular yoga goer, or if you just like to calm, lavender and whatnot, that one is absolutely fantastic. You can get that on the shop, and that will come to you from Leslie. Enjoying this lovely weather and new moon. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's really, really lovely. I've got, I think, yeah, I don't think I'm picking up on it. I think it's me. I've got really kind of tired leg down into the ankle. It's definitely my pain. It's weird. I can feel when I'm picking up on other people's pains and when I'm picking up on my pains. This is definitely a me. So, oh, goodness me, I've got a rumbly tum. So I'm not going to stay on for too much longer. But obviously, as I mentioned, the shop. Don't forget as well that you can pop on there. We've got all the bath and body stuff, the aromatherapy, and then we've got the tarot and oracle decks. We've got some books on there. There's lots of bits can be found on there. And if you haven't even got a bath, we've got shower steamers. So really, you need to exercise. Usually, yeah, I was still a bit stinky. No balance, be useless at yoga. Do you know, my balance isn't that good, and I've got fibro and all the problems with my joints, and I find it actually really, really helps. And tonight, as I was saying at the beginning, I probably went the deepest into my practice that I've ever gone, physically and emotionally. Like I was right into the poses, and my breath was really steady, and it was amazing. It was really, really good. And I do think that spray helped. Obviously, that was kind of helping me regulate and relax at a point as well. But I did lots of deep stretching, so I can feel it in my muscles. So there you go. But yeah, tonight has been good. I'm going to be doing more like this. I probably will be back on with tarot cards now and again, but moving into this format of doing the color readings, I think is going to be more of a permanent fixture, because like I said, I can talk about color forever. I really, really enjoy it, and it's different, it's unique, and you're not going to find anyone else doing it. So, and I can obviously get more from it, but these are just like tidbits on here. So I am looking at putting together like you book a one-to-one with me, so you could have like a color session where it would look into your color chart, we'd create your color chart together, and then you would have a reading at the end of it once we've created your color chart. So I'm looking at putting that together. It's not bookable at the minute, but I'll probably upload that to book probably some point this week. So, and that will be quite a comprehensive session though, so there will be a higher investment, but obviously when you've had your color chart done, you're not going to need it done again. So if you have your color chart done within this session, then you want another color reading again, you won't pay as much because you've already got your color chart done. So there you go. Didn't know that was a thing. To be honest, it wasn't. So yeah, I'm not going to say I made it up because I didn't make it up. I've just combined different theories that work to create something that's unique that also works, but you've got like the power of all these different ones. So using like artistic color theory, using the knowledge of the chakras, using astrology, and also using just my intuitive noggin. So all combined in, it's really powerful. It's really special. It's something that I'm very proud of. So I don't know, maybe it will take off with other people, but you've seen it here first. So also as well, don't forget you can have the bespoke color charts done, and that's not just a color. So when I say like me doing the reading and whatnot with you, that would be a color report. So we'll look at your color wheel into your chart, but you can have a bespoke color chart, which is where you get a 15-page or thereabouts comprehensive document, which goes into not only your zodiac colors, but also into your 3 soul colors, and goes into your personality, your soul missions, and then it also gives you some gives you a body reading, looks into your chakras, and some channeled healing there as well. So that is really, really special. There you go. Pat loves her color chart. It's amazing things revealed you didn't know about yourself. There you go. There you go. Chair yoga. Yeah, chair yoga can be really good. Sometimes if I'm struggling and I go to a session, I haven't done it for a while, but I have used the chair in session because like my back and whatnot could be really, really difficult. Looking forward to indulging in your new 24 color palette. Oh, I love it. So I absolutely cannot wait until tomorrow night. My Soul Hearted 3-month program is starting. The ladies that I've got on, absolutely incredible. Really looking forward to running it. It is a 3-month sort of live program with me, which is going to be amazing. Creative soul discovery. So using creative processes to deepen and discover more about you, your soul mission, and to really kind of unleash your inner she. Really, really special. So cannot wait to get that going. I did close signups for that, but if there is anyone watching that's thinking, that sounds like a bit of me, pop me a message. I can send you a link for a look, but I can't take any more than 2 people on. So, but technically it's closed. So zip. So there you go. But if you want to get onto the masterclass, we have got I'll just give you this is the masterclass right here. So understand and embrace your zodiac signs of color masterclass. So as I mentioned, it will go into your sun, your rising ascendant sign, and your moon sign, and it will just really deepen what I've covered tonight, but it will deepen that, and you'll have not just a color chart for your sun sign, but a color chart for your other 2 signs as well, and they influence you differently. So that will kind of give you more understanding and knowing of how to move forward with things, and you'll always have that there to refer back to, which is really, really special. So there you go. Sounds very interesting. I'd like to know about this. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's me for the night. I'm not gonna finish up with a rant, if I'm honest, because I'm not in the right energy to. I'm feeling buzzing. I'm feeling good. There's nothing is really bothering me today. I'm pretty happy. I'm in a good mood. I've had a really good yoga session, and I'm just loving it. So if anyone does want to know more excuse me, about shit, about the masterclass, then obviously I'll pop the link in a few times, and you can find more information on the page and the link to hop onto that. But also, if you look onto the website, you'll find an array of bits and bobs on there. Also, the soul art paintings I'm booking in for. I've got a couple spaces for the end of the year. So if you would like a channeled healing soul art painting bespoke to you, then you can check that out on the website. Positive rant. I would love to, but I'm sort of, the yawning is coming in. So it could be good for you. Surely have one function. I was the chair yoga. There you go. So yes, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm still buzzing off doing all the colour talk, and I'm so excited that you and pleased that you all joined in and enjoyed it. I hope it's been something different that's been brought to your evening, and I'll be doing some more of it in future. So lots of love to you all. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the week. Those of you that are signed up to Soul Hearted, I will see you tomorrow evening live on Zoom. And anyone else, Soul Circle sisters that have not signed up to Soul Hearted, I will see you live in the Soul Circle on Friday morning. And anyone else, I will see you live again here next Tuesday evening. So lots and lots of love to you all. Thank you for joining. Very quickly, Claire, can you ask a question? What would you recommend for anxiety? So depending, do you mean crystals? Or one thing I can say, so using the chakras, you have like different chakra points on the hand. So this bit in here, that's your solar plexus. That's very good for anxiety and worry and whatnot, but also the heart chakra, which is there underneath the middle finger. If you've got anything going on in the chest, just kind of get a bit of hand cream, massage that there, both sides. That might help to relieve it. You can either massage it or you can use it as a pressure point, and that can help. But if you have a chat with Leslie, Leslie can recommend some amazing crystals for you as well. But also just remember to take it easy and slow with yourself. So lots and lots of love to you all. Thank you so, so much. And it's been an absolute pleasure. I will catch you all super, super soon. So in the meantime, look after yourselves, and lots of love.